I'm Spooky and you're watching another episode of Ruang Bertamu. This time, we have a bunch of very special guests with us. So I know usually we've done mostly music, but this time we're going to do movies as well. So I would like to say hello to all our guests today, starting with Sharifah Amani.
Hello. So many camera. Hello.
Nadiya Nisaa. And finally, jejaka pujaan Malaya kita, Amerul Affendi.
Wow.
Assalamualaikum.
So welcome guys to Ruang Bertamu kita orang.
Thank you for having us.
So before kita berborak lebih, I would like to play like a small game.
Ada game lah.
Dia tak ada lompat-lompat.
Alamak.
No tally matches, no futsal.
Jauh sikit.
Okay. Just be careful. This one, she's very competitive.
Okay. So, but no one wins. It's just a creativity punya.
No one wins.
So don't worry.
Okay.
So, kalau you terserempak dengan grup makcik-pakcik.
Okay.
And then dia tanya, you kerja apa?
Okay.
How would you explain in simple words what you do without saying the word pelakon?
Oh, saya seorang penglipur lara. I am a storyteller.
Awesome.
Lepas tu dia macam lepas tu dia belah. Senang.
Good question. Okay, how about you?
Saya selalu dalam TV, pakcik.
Dalam TV tu saya. Okay, cun.
Senang lah kan?
Senang.
Awak?
Saya selalu cakap saya own art studio. Studio seni macam tu.
Nak up je.
Diorang lagi tak faham, weh.
Seni tu apa?
Macam-macam saya buat.
Seni
Saya melukis, saya menari, macam itulah.
Oh, kamu
Saya
melukis lah.
Ya.
Menari-menari
Seni lah.
Okay.
Aku belajar jadi pakcik.
Since this game is too simple for you,
Okay.
So I want to do another one. You guys masuk dalam pawagam.
Okay.
And then footage tu keluar dekat the screen.
Okay.
It is the first footage yang you tengok yang buat you nak rasa nak berlakon. Which movie is it? And which scene?
Jimmy Asmara.
Ooh.
Weh, zaman sekolah weh. Zaman sekolah sangat. Tapi yalah, like you saying dia dalam pawagam kan, tapi waktu tu saya tengok VHS saja. So waktu saya tengok tu memang saya tengok Raja Azura, aku terkenang. Itulah saya nak jadi.
That's a good answer. Okay, korang dua.
We've never, I don't know that. That's cool. That's cool.
Ya. Adore dia sangat waktu tu.
Such a hit and good. Alright, so Amerul.
Bujang Senang, Faizal Hussein. Saya selalu tengok kat TV waktu. Tapi saya saya start tengok wayang bila saya datang KL tau. Waktu saya daripada saya kecil sampai sekolah, saya tak pernah tengok wayang sebab tak ada panggung dekat tu. Jadi saya tengok TV. Kalau filem yang saya suka waktu dan saya rasa saya nak berlakon adalah cerita Bujang Senang Faizal Hussein.
Faizal Hussein.
Faizal Hussein.
Lepas tu mu dapat berlakon.
Ya tu. Dream come true kan?
Yeah, man. For me, dia again bukan panggung. For me, saya nampak ibu saya, Fatimah Mubakar, berpentas di stage. She's a stage actor. So dari kecil kita orang memang time rehearsal kita ikut, kita memang tengok dia. Dan bagi saya, she's like the most beautiful performer for me. So dari kecil, saya nak jadi itu. Saya nak jadi mama saya.
Nice. So I assume she has helped you a lot of...
Yeah, very much. I think my mom antara cheerleader besar industri perfilman dan kesenian Malaysia. She's not just my mom anymore. She is very much committed herself to all her children. Kat mana-mana kita ada, dia akan front row, dia akan jerit, dia akan dance. So she's going to be the person lah. And that's what I aspire to be as well.
Nice, I like that answer. Alright, so how have you all been during the MCO especially? Macam mana korang? Okay.
Korang dah business dah. I je lah.
Business.
Saya dekat Kuala Pilah.
Yes.
Rumah kat sana. Tapi macam ikan patin, sangkar ikan patin, kerbau, kelulut, semua dekat kampung. Jadi saya terperangkap kat Pilah je lah. Selama 3 bulan tu memang duduk kat sana, tak boleh gerak ke mana-mana.
So, apa Nadia? Like,
Kalau saya sebelum MCO memang tengah syuting. Kita tengah shoot filem Imaginor.
Yes.
So on the dot memang tengah shoot tu dapat tahu yang news kata lusa the day after
MCO.
Tu akan MCO. So kita ada on the last day tu memang kita last. Lepas tu ada lagi banyak scene lagi tak dapat nak dijalankan. Terus kita break 1 hari. The next day memang dapat tahu memang MCO tak boleh nak jalankan syuting.
So postpone?
Postpone. So ada a few project yang tergendala waktu itu, jadi saya berserah saja. Duduk di rumah pun best juga. Sebab
Best lah, dah ada bisnes.
bukan gila. Tak, kita kena bertindak cepat. Kita kena adapt dan bertindak cepat. Justru saya sebagai ibu, saya kena kena fill up my day with activities yang untuk anak-anak, for my family, and also kalau benda ni bukan sebulan tiba-tiba dia extend lagi, kita dah garuk kepala dah. So kena cepat adapt. That's why kita menggunakan social media untuk berniaga. Dan pula waktu tu bulan puasa, so apa-apa yang boleh grab waktu bulan puasa kita jual. Alhamdulillah dia memberi dia memberi kita bekalan sampai ke hari ini.
Alhamdulillah. How about you? Like, how's your MCO?
So I've been at home. There's a show, something like this also, but it's just called. It's just me and my friend Shamin. It's called Lepak Seni, and we did that in August of 2019, I think. So yeah, so we did that a while back, and then since MCO, then semua orang tak ada job, and people were like really, we were quite free, so we gigihkan it, we edited it, then it's keluar and all that. So basically, Shamin and I just want to have a conversation tentang basically what you guys are doing, because and I really appreciate apa yang korang buat as well, because dekat Malaysia kita tak ada cerebral conversation pasal kesenian. Tak ada. Dia kalau kita cakap seni je, dia ni buat hal, dia ni gosip, dia ni. So I think that's also why orang ingat artis. Kan, sekali dia cakap artis semua sampah. Dia macam, hey, don't say like that. There's some people like this, hidup paten, some people sell tudung, but we take care of our job betul-betul. We live to do this. Faham tak? Kita kena perform. So those are the different side of kesenian or actors that I want to show my friends. That we can stay up until 3, 4, 5 a.m. just talking about the craft. Faham tak? And it's cool, because proses Miro lain, proses Icha lain, proses Nani lain.
Right.
Tapi bila kita duduk and kita argue dan kita borak, baru kita find out, macam tu dia punya kerja. So dia macam Hollywood round tables, benda macam tu. So like what you guys are doing as well, we just want to hear from practitioners dekat Malaysia.
So wait, you actually mentioned something that's quite interesting. Talking about actors or artists in Malaysia, I think during the MCO, it has shown that macam, because people dulu see artists and they call artists ada satu perkataan that a lot of artists don't like, which is retis. And that's how they see it.
Malaysian orang.
Hence why I said there's like a word that a lot of people don't like. But during the MCO, you see artists of different walks of life. You can see that diorang dah start, ada yang keluarkan statement yang macam-macam, ada keluarkan business. So what do you think, macam now that after the MCO happened, all the changes, how do you think the Malaysians see artists now?
Rasanya diorang mungkin lepas apa yang jadi dengan statement-statement yang keluar, lepas tu diorang tengok macam mana artis yang ada ataupun seniman-seniman yang ada terus survive tanpa mengharapkan bantuan daripada kerajaan. Even ada beberapa orang juga yang kata kami macam Namron, dia cakap kami seboleh-boleh kami pun tak nak ambil apa-apa bantuan daripada kerajaan. Kami boleh usaha, selagi boleh usaha, dia akan usahakan. Dengan menyara anak bini dia dengan jual pulut, apa lagi, macam-macam cara. Tak perlu pun mengharapkan apa-apa bantuan daripada kerajaan. Kenyataan kat akhbar banyak cerita pasal gosip, pasal apa. Jadi diorang hanya nampak seniman-seniman ni hanya benda-benda macam tu, benda yang buruk, benda yang teruk. Itu je diorang nampak. Jadi bila ada jadi macam ni, dia lagilah diorang macam ni masa dia tak. Benda tu.
But you would be surprised kalau jumpa orang tu face to face, sebab the way they react to us face to face different kan dengan on social media. Saya dapat lihat diorang ni adalah dua kumpulan yang berbeza. Kalau untuk saya banyak macam kids approach me ataupun parents diorang yang approach me ataupun kakak-kakak, makcik-makcik yang lebih berusia pada saya, diorang approach secara politely, macam memang suka dengan lakonan itu sajalah yang saya dengar. Berbeza dengan yang saya baca, kalau saya baca dekat social media itu kecaman yang berbeza yang saya dapat. So mungkin audience ni ada dua group, yang suka kecam kita, yang tak tahu sebenarnya apa yang kita buat. And diorang tak tengok pun cerita kita, diorang tak tengok pun hasil karya kita. Yang diorang nampak adalah apa yang kita post gambar di social media, which tak depict pun apa our life 100%. And dengan makcik-makcik, kakak-kakak yang tengok cerita kita, yang layan setiap episod, yang memang duduk depan TV kerja, diorang memang sukalah tengok pelakon ni masing-masing. So bila dia dapat jumpa tu, diorang expresskan bagaimana cerita tu affect dia life, macam mana diorang terhibur. Yang itu sebenarnya saya rasa golongan itu banyak juga nak dibandingkan dengan yang yang ni. So saya selalu mengambil pendekatan tak kisah langsung apa dia orang nak cakap pasal kita. Yang penting I have all my friends here yang very very care about our craft. Itu saja yang saya tahu, you know. And of course pelakon-pelakon atau seniman lain yang kita nampak diorang ni popular, which is mungkin diorang rasa kalau audience tengok sebenarnya dia bukan among us, dia bukan kawan-kawan ni, tapi dia ni popular. Tapi sebenarnya bila kita jumpa diorang sama je macam kita orang. So masam busuk juga. So again sebenarnya untuk kita hanya berkarya saja. Kita hanya fokus on our work. And kita tak kisah, tak ambil pot sangatlah kalau orang nak cakap pasal kita. Like macam Abang Amrul buat, apa yang dia buat adalah untuk survive, untuk anak-anak. Same to me. Sama juga kita siapa yang dah berkeluarga kan. Kita memang akan just do whatever. I think sama juga macam orang normal yang lain. Tak dapat bekerja during MCO, apa yang dia boleh buat? Itulah yang kita buat. Sama je macam orang lain sebenarnya.
Tak ada apa beza pun.
Because for me, I think a lot of people will have a lot of opinion.
Betul.
So, kalau kita nak dengar semua orang, tak jadi apa. Tak jadi apa. So, at the end of the day, kita orang, we will do what it takes to survive. Yes, ini pilihan kita. Kita love seni. Kita love perform. Benda tu kita tak boleh nafikan. Benda boleh je kita bawa Grab, boleh je buat benda boleh. It's not a thing, but I think we can physically die if we don't perform. It's a different conversation when you are not able to do something that you were born to do. So that is the perit yang kita rasa. Tapi boleh je cari rezeki in another way, insyaAllah. What people think of us is really their opinion. Boleh. And I'm not here to tell people, oh, you cannot say like that. No. You can have your own opinion. It's fine. But for me, what I want is the system. You see, the system, if it works, kita dapat royalty. If the system works, no, betul. Look, Hollywood, you do one film, you makan 3 tahun, right? Hollywood punya star, kalau Mirul duduk Hollywood, dia tak duduk dengan I dengan Icha anymore. Dia too much hebat.
Dia duduk kat hills.
Too much. Dia takkan lepak ke. What do you mean patin? His house is patin.
Arwana semua.
Yes, arwana.
Sungai Pahang tu aku beli.
Yes, exactly. So that's what I'm saying, right? Namron and all these people, all these great actors yang kita ada, our seniors semua yang, you know, kita dari zaman P. Ramlee, we don't own anything. Kita tak ada, kita tak memiliki hasil karya kita. Itu sedih bagi saya. So benda macam tu kalau kita sort out time MCO, kita okey. Misal kata kalau kita ada kesatuan, bukan persatuan. A union is run by law, right? Union and association lain. Kesatuan, persatuan. So kesatuan, they are run like a company, is by law that they orang boleh make sure that you pay my artist properly, you did it properly, macam Actors Screen Guild, right? So that's what they do. So when they ada, and they protect the people lah, the pengharya,
rights,
their rights and everything. Tak ada insurance, Ica balik. Tak ada. Baju tak ada, balik. Mirul dia orang tak nak bayar gas, minyak, apa benda, drive balik. They have the right to do that because they have representation, they've got lawyers, it's all set up. But also tamadun dia orang lama lah. Hollywood has been there for a long time. So they've had time to find the silap and the bagus out of all this guilt and fine tune it sampailah sekarang. So what I really like about the MCO was that everybody kind of like diam and everybody macam okay, there's a lot of backlash to artists, but they don't really know what artists go through, right? So what are we talking about, right? You've got really famous rich people asking for bantuan, but then the people who are like indie and all that, they macam usaha je, jual pulut, jual ikan or whatever. So like what's going on? Who is the real artist? Who are we supposed to help? Who are we, who do we give bantuan to? Who are the ones supposed to give bantuan? So that conversation all came out. So sometimes it's very good benda ni terjadi. So more people are aware. I just hope what people want to think is up to them. But I just hope that now, actually I read Finas ada kumpul, the new Finas punya KP, is it? Or the pengurusi? I'm sorry, I don't know what it is. But the new guy said that he is collecting a group of lawyers and they are going to look into proper entertainment rights for Malaysia.
That's cool.
Entertainment rights and law for Malaysia. So law, kalau dibuat betul-betul di table di parliament and it's done, right? That's law. You change any government also, it's still there. It's there. So we will still be protected. And what I enjoy about MCO is bila benda ni semua terkeluar, terjadi apa benda and then people marah dekat social media ke apa. Not me. I tak marah. I normal. Okay, but yeah. So but when people do that and people ask questions and when you talk to each other like we're doing now, we are putting pressure on the people who are elected to jaga kita.
Policy maker.
Yeah, itu je. So and as practitioners and as rakyat, we have that right. Itu job kita.
And you mentioned something very interesting. Tadi you cakap pasal how macam in Hollywood it's different than here.
Yeah.
Because technically the movies, I mean personally, that's my personal preference. The movies that
Kita bunuh dia.
the movies that you guys been featured in, worked in are critically brilliant for me.
Alhamdulillah.
And if you somehow put it in the Hollywood in a sense, with a Hollywood budget, with a Hollywood punya all the policies and all, you guys would have been at a different place.
Yeah.
Even when the MCO hits, right?
Exactly. Then we don't need bantuan because we got people to jaga us already.
Exactly. But I think because a lot of people see artists dia macam pinjam lens Hollywood. Dia rasa orang Malaysia rasa artis Malaysia pun macam Hollywood, macam
nak jadi macam Hollywood.
You faham kan?
Tak, dia macam kita hidup macam
Kita
Hollywood
hidup.
lah. Macam kita kaya
Luxurious sangat.
Yeah, but that's media, right? That's media.
Itu
That's what
yang
people
media
want.
sogok kan pada orang. Tengok lifestyle artis ni, tengok
Kita
sama macam ni.
But
jadi.
in the end, like macam what? This is like a question that a lot of people are asking lah.
Okay.
Kenapa macam filem Malaysia tak boleh pergi to that level yet? Macam orang kata macam I understand the market isn't that big, other than Indonesia, tapi there are investors that have invested in film, local investors that has invested in films that has won awards abroad, tapi tak nak buat kat sini. So macam, is it macam that has obviously affected actors, right?
I guess in a way, because if you don't get the money in, you don't get the right people doing the job, then you don't get good writers, then you don't have good stories, and then you don't get actors. You just want to get famous people so that more eyes are on my product. It's not salah. It's business. Faham tak? It's like, at the end of the day, it's that conversation lah. Show business and that.
But where is the place for artists then? Kalau macam everyone wants to hire Instagram famous people with set amount of followers, mana position artis dalam industri ni? In the end, macam, you get what I mean? Macam if everyone wants to hire those kind of people and then royalty pun tak bayar. So macam where is this industry heading actually?
I don't know. This answer.
Okay, faham. Sebenarnya like what Nani said, maknanya pokoknya tu harus betul-betul lah.
pokok tu?
Contohnya pokoknya kena ada Actors Guild tu, di mana pelakon siapa yang nak diiktiraf sebagai pelakon ni.
Okey, faham.
Pelakon ni siapa? Adakah Insta famous yang kita ambil untuk berlakon tu dah dikira pelakon ke? Ataupun maksudnya untuk siapa yang legit dipanggil pelakon ini, haruslah start daripada basic tu lah. Weh, kan aku sebut pula kan.
Jangan.
Boleh lah.
Kejap.
To me, I assume sebagai seorang pelakon, saya assume ada satu badan utama kalau kita nak katakan tentang filem, okey. Main lah, okey, pelakon filem ada pokok utama yang jaga perfilman kita ni. Okey. So dekat situlah kita rujuk untuk semua pun mendapat dana untuk nak shoot filem ataupun nak bawa filem ni keluar ke apa ke, kena ada satu body ni yang betul-betul legit.
Ada
yang
dah, Finas.
Ya.
Dia sebut.
Lepas tu?
Dia sebut macam mana?
Sambunglah.
Dah tu?
Aku penat nak pusing-pusing, Mirul.
Tak payah je. Cakap je, Finas.
This is my life. This is my life.
Finas ada,
This
apa
too.
problemnya. Tapi masalahnya, orang yang memegang jawatan tu, yang pegang kuasa tu, dia orang tak buat apa-apa.
Right here. You heard it right here.
Tak.
Okey.
Semua orang nampak, kita dah tak perlu nak sembunyi-sembunyi apa. Even sekarang ni, Mass pun dah tahu tau. Sebab kita semua bising dekat Twitter. Dekat apa. Jadi semua orang dah tak tahu. Dah tahu benda ni. Jadi tak perlu nak sembunyi-sembunyi lagi.
It's true. No. It's true.
Yeah.
That
To me, I assume
yes.
itulah. Maksudnya kalau kemana saja yang kita nak rujuk tentang royalty filem ke apa ke, dia mesti ada satu badan, baru ada cabang-cabang dia. Ini pelakon, ini pekerja filem, ini penulis, ini apa, mesti ada yang pokoknya satu tu. Which is kita tak ada pokok tu. Ada tapi
okay. So what was okay? So I got active into looking into our industry properly in 2013. They know lah. I bising-bising to them forever. So 2013. The more I search, the more I keliru. That's why I buat lepak seni with Syamin. We want to invite more people to ask them what's going on. Because one minute I nak buat guild, I nak buat union. Okay, that's it. The only way kita boleh solve benda ni, kita buat union. Okay, nak pergi buat union. Oh, gila nak buat union, memang tak lepas. Kena ada fikirlah, siapa nak buat union, tak ada orang nak kerja dengan awak nanti apa benda. Apa pasal susah tak nak buat union? Memang tak suka union. So tak payah adik. Dia bilang, okay, tak payah buat union. Okay, so nak buat benda ni. Mana boleh. Dia ni, you kawan dengan dia ni je. You minta tolong dia ni, dia boleh tolong.
Man.
Apa pasal nak macam tu adik, nak buat betul-betul? Tak ada adik. So it goes in circles, you see. So it's really, really tough to, your question is so good, but it's so tough to give you a direct answer.
Direct answer.
One of my suggestions, ini, I don't know if I told you guys, one of, apa Ica cakap tu sebiji. One of my suggestions is when I met with some of the ministers dulu adalah Finas menjadi the head, right? So you cannot, kita tak boleh jalankan kesatuan tanpa a company. Kesatuan kena run as a company. So dia ada CEO apa benda, so boleh gerakkan lah. Okay, fine. So all the association, persatuan yang kita ada, dia orang persatuan, bukan kesatuan. So they don't have any rights. They want to, law wise, I cannot force you to do anything, right? So okay, fine. So bagi saya, antara suggestion saya bila jumpa mereka-mereka di atas ICU adalah apa kata kita jadi Finas tu sejenis payung, and then kat Finas tu, all the different persatuan duduk kat situ. For directors, for producers, for pelakon, for crew. Semua duduk kat situ. So, kalau korang complain, or you guys want to come up with a law or come up with something, you guys argue with yourself first and then you push it up to Finas. When you push it up to Finas, it's Finas punya tanggungjawab to make sure that everybody jalan and everybody is happy. So, most of the time, we're not talking to each other. The persatuans or even us. Faham tak? Because kita fikir nak survive. Nak survive. So we don't have time to like, okay, what's your problem? Oh, crew pula apa masalah? Oh, director pun masalah. Alah, producer pun nak. So we don't have that. So kalau misal kata Finas menjadi payung itu, di mana apa benda they make sure orang-orang persatuan kat bawah ni di bump up to kesatuan. So they can run by law now. Alright, all these people can run by law because I am the company. I am Finas. I am the company. So you all run by law bawah I, but nothing gets through outside without going through me.
So that was one of my suggestions. But at the end of the day, kita boleh suggest sajalah.
Pelaksanaannya
Itu je.
Do you think the kesatuan thing, I mean, this doesn't come from me, but it's just a general question. Do you think the kesatuan, the reason why macam whatever you suggested was not implemented is because macam they think that it's not financially viable?
Tak tahu lah.
Your
I don't
opinion,
know.
your
For me, I think we're very Malaysia in itself. We're very segregated already. Right? Mak Saleh came here and buat hal.
Yeah.
Mak Saleh datang buat hal. Faham tak? Okay, kau duduk sini, kau duduk sini, kau duduk sini. Faham tak? And then that's why you don't talk to each other. You know, we don't have that silaturahim anymore. Yes, it gets better in some areas. In some areas, it's not that great. You know, people are scared to talk to each other in certain areas. In other areas, everybody party together. It's fine. So, I don't know why, but that's us. So, what you see in our country is basically what you see in our industry. Kita segregated language-wise dalam filem Indian, Chinese, Malay, right?
That's true.
Indian, Chinese, Malay. The Indians who watch our local films, as opposed to the Indians who watch Tamil films and Hindi films, and the Chinese people who watch Hong Kong films and mainland China films, why would they watch local films? And the Malays, faham tak? And then the Malays who are gang Netflix. Bodoh lah cerita Melayu, faham tak? Dia cakap, tak, kita ada cerita best, I janji, ada. You know, it's sekali-sekala, tapi ada. You know, so these are the people that we're constantly talking to. And it gets, it's exasperating lah kadang-kadang nak convince everybody that kita ada.
But somehow macam, I don't know lah, macam I think from perspective of the penonton kan, macam like the penonton have dah letak korang in a different group, macam satu group, because I think I still remember during the earlier years there were, I'm not going to say which group lah, tapi ada macam the Malaysian cinema punya quality hit macam stagnant. It's always been like this, recycle ideas, 1, 2, 3, ada Raya edition blah 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 blah, kan? Tapi when you guys came in, orang cakap macam the new wave of Malaysian.
Kita dah berapa kali ride the wave kita punya wave tu macam okay, Sepet. Okay, kill. Terbaik lagi. So yeah, we ride the wave but we can't control the sea.
Kita tak nak sustain
wave tu. We cannot control the sea. We can ride the waves.
Yeah, but what makes you knowing that macam there's always this argument about whether you want to deliver something as good, as brilliant as Sepet.
Tak ada dah.
Or something that's, okay, aku tahu korang suka ni, aku nak bagi ni je. Macam, you know that the second option, korang dapat duit balik. The first option is a risk.
Yeah.
So, macam, what makes you always want to take that risk?
You have to ask them.
Bagi saya layan je mana kawan yang rasa dia nak buat satu cerita dia sendiri, apa yang dia rasa dia nak keluarkan. Jadi saya banyak ke arah situ dan saya bersyukurlah, saya bernasib baik untuk terlibat dengan projek-projek macam tu. Kerana saya pun buat je juga kalau ada cerita-cerita filem-filem yang ini penonton nak, buat je juga. Macam Polis Evo, Pascal, lepas tu Pontianak apa benda tah. Ada dengan Bob dulu awal-awal. Awek aku Pontianak. Buat je juga. Tapi kebanyakan yang datang adalah kawan-kawan yang tak banyak duit. Mirul, ni buat.
tapi soalan saya adalah tiba. Kenapa apa yang membuatkan awak menerima sesuatu watak itu?
Sebab cerita yang best. Cerita yang best. Sebab macam tadi dia cakap, sebab
pasal tak ramai Mirul. Ramai fikir ambil je job tu. Apa yang membuatkan awak yang macam okey, macam Polis Ibu ramai, yes, blockbuster filem, tapi tak ramai orang nak bawa watak macam tu. Apa yang membuatkan awak rasa
itu kena game yang tu. Itu kena game. Seminggu sebelum dia orang bagi skrip, okey, ni ada watak orang Thailand, dia pembunuh upahan, dia lari, dia duduk dekat geng-geng nelayan ni. Okey. Sampai hari nak shoot tu, datang Terengganu, dia bagi flight apa semua, datang Terengganu, lepas tu, okay Mirul, kita ubah sikit karakter dia. Dia ni, nama dia masih Mak Yam lagi, tapi dia betul-betul Mak Yam.
Lepas tu proses kau, otak kau jadi apa?
Proses dia adalah Memory recall waktu kat Aswara dulu ramai kawan-kawan ni yang lembut-lembut. Okey, yang tu je kita imitate. Jom jalan. Macam tu lah.
Gila.
It's nice. It's
Dapat kat
nice.
Amerul lah pula.
That's why. It's nice. It's nice when you. Bagi saya bila saya tengok Police Evo tu, memanglah saya nak tengok Police Evo, dan Police Evo saya suka sangat that first film. Tapi bila saya nampak Amerul, saya geram. Because for me, if you give that role to anybody else, they make it a caricature. Dia orang memperbodoh-bodohkan watak itu. Faham tak? Dia lagi dia menjadi macam apa ni? Tak ada manusia macam ni lah.
Tu tak bodoh
Tak, dia woman.
Kau tahu tak?
Dia woman. Dia woman. Tu I
Sakitnya
geram.
aku sampai hari ni, setiap kali aku pergi jalan-jalan kat mana, Mayam. Aku rasa aku nak tumbuk Muhammad tu.
Tapi itu menunjukkan awak kerja bagus.
Kenapa watak tu?
No, but because for me, and again lah, like, bagi watak tu kepada orang lain, kemungkinan akan mendapat satu caricature atau kartun. Tapi bila diberi pada seorang pelakon, tiba-tiba watak tu ada depth. Tiba-tiba kita nak tahu dia balik rumah macam mana, dia okey tak, dia know how is her life at home. Benda-benda macam tu tiba-tiba awak terfikir. Awak pula?
Mainly saya selalu nak bekerja dengan pengarah sebenarnya. Tapi selepas itu secretly saya mendoakan supaya team tu best.
Faham.
Kita semua sih.
Dia macam ni lah. Saya okey lah nak cakap kalau setiap kali diberi tawaran tu kita akan diberi sinopsis ataupun treatment. Kalau ini belum confirm lagi lah, maksudnya dia tak akan bagi full script lagi lah pada saya. So saya hanya baca treatment dan story, nak tahu watak tu apa. Okey. Saya akan terima tu kalau director tu saya percayakan dia. Saya percayakan karya-karya dia sebelum ini, dan saya percaya saya boleh sembang dengan dia. Kalau mana yang saya tak puas hati, saya boleh olah-olah along the way. So, walaupun cerita tu pada sinopsisnya atau treatment dia tu macam dah pernah buat dah 80 kali cerita ni. Okay, predictable langsung lah. Tapi oleh kerana saya percayakan director tu, saya boleh olah dia ikut apa yang saya nak. So makna kata macam kalau saya nak benda tu dipersembahkan saya secara A, saya nak buat dia macam ABA ke kan? ABA ke saya akan tarik sekali saya punya sparring partner saya tu. Okey, jom kita buat dia jadi ABA. Macam tu. Selalunya saya macam tu lah. Supaya cerita tu saya selesa nak buat, and at the same time team tu best. Tu je. InsyaAllah kalau macam tu, karya tu akan jadi best. Itu sajalah yang kita berdoa. Tu je. Tapi Alhamdulillah selama ini saya selalu dipertemukan dengan production yang best. Team yang best, ensemble cast yang best, supaya kita boleh jadikan karya tu the best lah. Itu saja. Yang lain kita berserah kepada doa kepada ni.
Saya dari dulu memilih. Saya very picky person. Saya ngada. Saya alhamdulillah jejak aja dalam industri perfilman on a silver platter dapat Sepet. Every year kalau filem keluar FFM. Faham tak? So dia mengada. Faham tak? She's very privileged. So I think after arwah pass away, and then I had to realise that I kena jalan sendiri, and I belajar balik. Ya Allah, tak semua orang rehearsal 3 bulan. 2 minggu rehearsal on set. This is how arwah work. And that's why you get magic. Faham tak? Dalam cerita yang tak ada apa-apa, you rehearsal macam rehearsal teater 3 bulan. 2 weeks before you rehearsal dekat set dengan head of department semua around. The amount of respect given to a pelakon on that set is ridiculous. Faham tak? So korang mengada. Tim Yasmin Ahmad semua mengada. Faham tak? Because you had the time, you had the Amerul kena game. Faham tak? If you give that role to orang yang tidak prepare, scary tau. But if you imagine if you give Amerul that role and longer time to prepare, dia jadi apa?
This is what I'm saying, faham tak? If you love what you do and if you give the amount of respect and time to the work, magic can happen. Tapi of course lah, it doesn't happen all the time. So, and macam Ica kata, after a while you kena reda. After a while you kena reda because at the end of the day you nak perform. Kalau tak perform boleh mati. Boleh mati weh. So yeah, so it's that, right? So saya memilih dari dulu ramai je yang macam mengadir lah. Okey je. Okey, saya okey. Alhamdulillah, I pegang that rezeki comes from Allah and He decides for me my destiny and my future. It has been written. What is mine is mine. You cannot do anything to take it away. And this is mine. Yeah, so after a while, I just work with people and I force myself into groups. I force myself into team Terbaik Dari Langit. I wasn't part of it. Tiba-tiba masa reading saya ada, dan saya akan melekat dengan dua orang ni dan saya, that's it. You know, I force myself in the group Project Disco Baldi and in other groups. You know, I just watch the people who I want to aspire to be, orang-orang yang saya nak belajar dari, orang-orang yang I love lepaking with, and that's it. Faham tak? Macam today, macam mana kita deal? Hello, ni nak buat interview, ada Ica dengan Amerul on. Dia tak ada borak benda lain. It's that because we know that we have each other, we know we have trusted people, we know that we have like-minded people. I just want to be around that energy. Tu je.
And people of your like mind, of geng-geng korang, I think you guys, despite like you said, we have to naik turun. I think you guys have caused, I would say, macam opportunities tau. Korang buat opportunities for a lot of filmmakers to be more experimental. And as you can see, I think this is based on my observation alone. In the past 2 years, 3 years, we have seen exceptional films dekat cinema. One of it, let's say, Fly By Night. For instance. So, and there's a number of films juga came out in the past 2 years. So, do you think that macam, despite it being ups and downs the past decade, kan, korang rasa macam maybe, do you think that we are heading towards the right direction creatively? I'm not talking about the policies yet, but creatively korang rasa macam, are we heading towards the right direction? Sebab korang dah test waters banyak sangat, so korang tahu what works and what doesn't. Do you think the industry has learned from its mistakes and its wins?
Pada saya memang sebenarnya saya suka tengok industri ni ada blockbuster filem, ada yang
kalau tak kita tak ada duit.
Variety asifat dan saya tak ada pun nak label apa-apa pun. Macam kalau apa kita tengok box office, filem kita akan macam yelah memanglah ni memang popcorn movie. So dia tak adalah how to say, dia punya estetika dia tak adalah
which is fine, right?
Which is fine.
No, every film ada tugas sendiri.
Betul.
Semua play their role di pawagam itu. Dan sebenarnya pada saya dia entahlah, dia kita kena menulis je. Kita kena keep doing it. And kalau nak cakapkan audience ni memang unpredictable langsung. Apa yang saya nak tengok adalah dari segi penulisan mungkin. Kerana saya tahu ramai kawan-kawan saya ni.
Mana ada?
Ramai sebenarnya. Ramai.
Lah,
kalau duduk sembang dengan diorang, they have all these bright ideas yang macam-macam yang aku macam, kenapa diorang tak tulis Kenapa tak tulis
Idea, nenek aku buat ada idea banyak. Tapi
yelah,
yang nak buat tu.
Kau lah kena tulis. Apa masalah? Bukan nenek kau ada idea.
Dia dah violent.
Betul.
Ya memanglah. Even my mom also ada banyak story yang dilalui dengan adik-beradik dia, which is everybody ada story yang sangat-sangat beautiful. Cumanya kena ada satu medan untuk penulisan pada saya. Kalau nak ke arah macam you cakap tadi, keep on doing showcase karya-karya yang berkualiti. Pada saya dia memang kena asas daripada penulisan, kerana saya baca banyak drama punya skrip. Kan kita baca banyak drama punya skrip, adaptation novel tu macam nak termuntah-muntah you baca. Okay, yang macam adaptation sebenarnya kau boleh je buat apa-apa lagi. Benda-benda ni yang saya selalu hadap kalau dalam drama scene lah. Kalau scene drama memang macam-macam yang saya kena telan, lepas tu kena suggest to the director and keep on remind dan basis adaptation. Tak perlulah 100% kau ambil daripada tu. So pada saya, kita memang ada ramai penulis yang hebat, cuma kena ada satu medan. I don't know apa yang nak digelarkan, kerana pada waktu saya menonton apa cerita filem Singaporean yang ada Uncle Wan Hanafisu tu?
Apprentice.
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 Kalau you duduk tengok dia punya credit title dia, untuk writing saja ada banyak I don't know what they call a festival ke ataupun macam a fun to write that story. So instead of kalau diorang bagi fun untuk buat filem, fun untuk penulisan supaya kita ada a stock of cerita yang betul-betul berkualiti. Kerana kita ada ramai penulis yang berbakat, cuma bayarlah. Diorang ni tak dibayar. Dah tulis tak dapat payment. So core dia penulis itu kena ada satu macam a bengkel a workshop. Yes, a workshop. Itu yang ada di credit title tu, dia ada workshop untuk penulisan tu.
Nice.
So bayangkan filem yang hebat macam Apprentice tu dia orang mengambil masa yang lama hanya untuk penulisan. So itu yang saya harapkan lah, kalau untuk menjawab soalan tadi, untuk supaya kita ada a stock of karya yang berkualiti, itu harus diinvest dalam penulisan.
Because for writers pun kita tak ada guild apa-apa So remember tak dulu, I forgot what year it was, Hollywood, the writer strike. Ingat tak? Haram semua orang lain tak boleh shoot. Benda yang tengah rolling tak boleh. Tak boleh. Writers yang pergi kerja, kena humban macam-macam. That is how strong the guild is. You know, you can haram an industry if I stop. If you ask our writer friends, because we have a lot of friends who are writers, they don't get paid. Tak dapat bayaran. You dah bagi skrip, you dah bagi sinopsis apa benda, you tak dapat bayaran. You tahu-tahu filem you keluar panggung. Lepas tu you jadi macam mana cerita aku boleh kena tukar sebanyak macam ni, tapi nama aku letak kat situ, nama bapa aku kat situ. That is me, that is my soul, that is my father's name up there, but it's not my story. Faham tak? So in US, if you do that, you kena saman. Mana boleh tukar cerita orang? As a pelakon, kalau you pergi set and then you suka hati tambah-tambah words, certain directors and certain people, they don't allow it. You faham tak? There is rules and regulations. Masalah kita kadang-kadang agak medan cowboy. Shooting ke, orang tak tahu, kita buat dia.
So sorry lah kepada penulis yang macam kalau kita shoot tu kita kadang macam kenapa dia tukar tu? Sebab pada saya bila kita baca kadang-kadang kita tahu berapa lama dia ambil masa untuk tulis. Sekejap.
There's a difference.
Sekejap kerana bayarannya sedikit. Jadi
because of that.
Dan deadline semalam.
Oh.
You dapat job hari ni. You dapat job, okay. Say producer, okay, aku dapat, okay, finally green light daripada TV station ke apa benda. Okay, sekarang ni aku nak semua jalan sekarang. Okay, engkau ni tulis ni lock pelakon ni. You know in India, sorry nak share sikit. I've been watching a lot of the Indian punya interviews apa benda. Do you know that they read I read to you. The director will offer, bila nak offer filem, aku datang, aku baca satu filem tu depan kau. Aku berlakon sekali. Untuk pelakon tu berlakon dalam filem saya. Narration. Benda tu aku pernah dengar dulu shoot, tapi it doesn't happen in Malaysia at all. Macam mana kita dapat job? Dapat SMS. Hello, this one job, this this
Free
one
tak?
free tak? Free tak? And then you macam sebenarnya bukan awak, bukan saya nak awak, tapi saya nak pitch nama awak. Tengoklah dapat ke tidak.
Tapi lock.
Yes. Tapi lock.
Lock.
And we don't have compensation like macam US, if I lock you, I bayar for that amount of time. US, if you UK, you go for one audition, okay fine, tak ada apa-apa. Second audition, you get £100 because that is your time to come. £100. Do you know how much that is for an actor? To go for an audition, it's a big deal. So we don't have that. Walaupun sikit. Faham tak? It's from the top. Our producers have problems. To our writers have problems. Our actors have problems. Tak payah cakap pasal kru. Kru yang paling kesian. So this is the issue. So before kita nak talk about creative, kita kena talk about benda ni. How do we fix
basics,
it? Basic tak ada, geng.
But macam do you think that the projection of macam untung ataupun contohnya dia orang buat banyak ni bajet sikit tapi dia orang project dia untung dia lebih sikit ataupun dia lagi rendah. So do you think it's because of macam dia orang tahu there's not much money coming in, so dia orang tak buat all these things proper ataupun dia orang just cowboy je?
I
Based on your experience.
Maybe for me, I think dah terbiasa sangat lama buat begitu, mungkin.
Dan lagi satu, problem kita adalah producer kita adalah producer yang bukannya tahu tentang apa itu filem. Dia orang adalah penjual saja. Kebanyakannya adalah tukang jual je.
Macam manager macam tu.
Dia orang patut producer adalah satu benda yang kau pandai appreciate filem, kau tahu macam mana nak jual filem kau
Siapa
tahu apa.
yang kau ambil.
Benda-benda tu. Tapi kita kurang lagi, producer yang filem di Malaysia kurang lagi tentang benda tu. Semua hanya fikir nak untung. Tanpa fikirkan apa ni, apa filem yang aku buat ni, ke mana aku nak jual, apa benda yang aku boleh jual dengan filem ni, benda tu kita tak ada.
Kita ada a few, that's why jarang-jarang kalau kita jumpa orang yang betul-betul producer yang dia ambil DOP ni kerana, dia ambil director ni kerana. Lepas tu kalau dapat team ni, faham tak? Oh, havoc. Magic akan jadi sendiri kalau aku letak group of these people together and I'll leave them alone. So I'll take care of the money, but you have fun.
Wait. So generally people don't do that here? I thought people do that.
We have a few.
A few lah.
Tapi few sangat. Most of it's called show business for a reason. People want to make money mah. Hamai, they are very glamour. Hamai, you get a lot of follower, all the IG review thing, what thing, you fame mah. Nowadays bukan pelakon je nak famous. Kau tengok dekat director pun kena, director pun ikut follower, you know. I just heard.
Huh?
Yeah, actually.
Oh, sekarang ni?
Yeah, I just heard from my friend. Later I tell you who lah.
Kena buat review.
Ya. Dan kawan kita ni, dia memang terkejut lah. Apa sal?
Sampai
Aku director, aku duduk belakang tabir. Dah kenapa aku kena ada follower untuk membuktikan that I can do this job, storytelling. Has nothing to do with it.
Tak perlu, patutnya diorang study audience. Producer tu kena study audience sajalah.
Tahu.
Study audience. Lepas tu play the game. Tak perlulah, audience suka Insta famous, followers tinggi. Kita ambil lah mana-mana pelakon yang followers tinggi walaupun dia tak suit to that character pun.
walaupun dia beli followers dia.
Boleh?
Ya, boleh.
Kenapa kita tak buat?
Itu aku kata siapa bangang sekarang ni.
Kenapa kita tak buat?
Kenapa kita tak buat?
Sebab kita tak kisah pasal tu ni.
Tapi I tak ada bisnes tudung.
Oh
Tak,
my
kita tak pandai
God.
menipu.
Nanti kita,
babe.
I fikirkan
kita tak pandai
bisnes untuk
menipu.
you.
Kalau kita pandai menipu, kita dah beli banyak followers.
Kita
Kita jual tu.
pelakon. Kita pelakon bukan penipu.
Okay, aside from macam the technicals kan, which I understand macam basics kan, macam there are a lot of things that this is 2020 kita patut dah buat benda ni. Contohnya macam I think a lot of people would really want to ask this. Kenapa tak banyak pelakon Chinese dengan Indians in Malaysian films or Malay films? Is it because dia ada kuota ke? Dia ada, why is that?
Actually, it's a very good question tau. Because semenjak nak menulis ni lah, Alicia, my sister, she's a writer and director as well. Bila kita tulis, most of the time you tulis about diri sendiri. So for me, my background is very multicultural. My grandmother is Chinese, my friend, whatever. Cerita Tamil lah berlakon. Dia ni cerita Cina berapa banyak berlakon, faham tak? Kita pergi and kita buat, you know. But at the end of the day, bila kita nak bercerita, this is really true tau. Because bila kita nak bercerita, kita write about ourselves. So when you write about yourself, of course you're going to write your race. So what are you, right? So that is me and Leisha punya dilemma lah. Tapi that's just it. Not enough stories. Not enough stories for the minority, for the Chinese and for the Indians.
Is it not enough stories that we know or not enough?
Not enough stories yang keluar pun orang tak pergi tengok macam Jagat was brilliant, right? But that's the thing, you know that in the Indian community, Sanjay, the director pun kena kecam.
Oh.
Yes, I was like, korang pun ada kecam-kecam.
Maybe ni
Dia
kisah
kata,
jaga
Itu bila sebab dia orang pergi ke mainstream, betul tak? Kalau dia orang berada dalam dia orang punya
dia kena kecam community sendiri kerana Sanjay dituduh menunjuk keburukan community India. I was like, what? I thought Jagat is such an important Malaysian film.
It is.
You know, we cannot.
Yeah.
But within the own community pun orang tak suka. And of course lah, we deal with dengki all the time. So we know this, you know, kecaman daripada bangsa sendiri is normal. So it's not just us. Faham tak? Bukan orang Melayu je kena. Everybody else pun kena benda sama.
Lagi dia bernama manusia.
Faham?
Boleh je penyakit sifat-sifat macam tu ada kat mana-mana orang.
Exactly. So yeah, maybe for me, not enough stories. Bila ada stories tu, not enough support. Like I said just now. Kenapa I nak tengok Jagat kalau film Rajnikan baru keluar? Faham tak? I will go for Rajnikan.
Betul.
Faham tak? Aku Rajnikan jauh siut. Aku nak tengok The King. Faham tak? Nak tengok Jagat. Jagat pressure lah. Duduk sedih, marah-marah. Faham tak? Pressure. Art lebih. Aku nak tengok Rajnikan. That's the thing.
Jagat aku hari-hari aku tengok India kat rumah macam tu lah. Dia kat ni buat apa aku tengok kat.
That's what they say. You see, this is within their communities as well. So it's that. So it's cool. That's the thing. Again, when you start talking to each other, and that conversation just came out bila I lepak dengan Sanjay. It came out. Faham tak? Then I finally buka mata. It's just not us. Not only us. As long as macam Miro cakap, as long as you're human, sifat tu akan ada. So maybe, lack of own stories, lack of own language, lack of own support from own people. Banyak.
How about macam opportunities in the macam media opportunities ke, ataupun daripada let's say macam grant owners ke?
Kalau diberi peluang, diorang akan ke depan saja pada saya kalau diberi peluang. Cumanya memang majoriti adalah kita. Dan
Stories are there.
ya, mungkin dari segi dari sudut pendidikan filem pun kena tengok baliklah berapa ramai student daripada kaum Cina, India atau kaum Borneo kan yang belajar tentang filem, yang keluar membuat filem.
Yang tahu nak ke mana, nak ambil duit dekat mana. Sebab kita yang jaga grant pun ada Cina, India, Melayu juga dalam tu, dalam panel tu.
Cuma
You have to. It's a scary. It's like us. It's like everybody else. You got to hustle. You can hustle. We have a few of the new age Chinese and Indian punya gang, right? When they come out and do work in the Malay punya industry and they hustle. But the thing is that balik-balik dia kena masuk Islam. Faham tak? Balik-balik kena masuk Islam, kena pakai tudung. Ada satu tu, one of the Chinese boy, I won't say his name lah, such a sweetheart. Dia kata, itulah keadaan ni, saya kena jadi Islam. Macam, kenapa awak jadi Islam? Dia macam, tak, cerita ni saya bukan jadi, saya memang Islam. Nama saya sekian-sekian lah, Malay name. Hello friend, you see your face Chinese? No. Dia said, I know I Chinese, but they put me there. I want job mah. So he did it. Right? In US, benda ni is dangerous. Tapi kat Malaysia, it's okay. So it's something, you know, our racial diversity is something so beautiful. Totally agreed, we need more. That's why once in a while ada cerita macam Talent Time, Sepet, Adiwiraku, semua orang Ola Bola, everybody wow.
Ola Bola was amazing.
And come on, Ola Bola was us. That's a true story.
Yeah, but why aren't there more films yang ada Malay, Chinese, Indian, Bornean,
and without it being a tagline,
yes, without it being macam
yes.
Macam Merdeka Act.
Thank you.
Being America. So
Exactly.
Dia seamless. Dia macam it's like everyday life. We all have Indian friends, Chinese friends. We have people, friends from all races. Why can't there be more films yang tak terlalu buat benda tu as like promotion? Just be part of it.
US, what they did, balik-balik aku US. Patutlah orang panggil aku liberal. Aku liberal, progresif. Kan? Aku macam, those are good words. Okay, tak apa. Ada mana? Bangsa.
Bangsa bubble.
I love it. This is my bubble. So yeah, for me, dekat US, how they settle their masalah. Remember there was a big problem with women representation. Tak cukup cerita daripada wanita atau cerita wanita. Macam mana dia orang settle? Dia orang masuk producer perempuan, penulis perempuan, director perempuan. You invest in the things that you think should be highlighted. So, Finas or Malaysia, look into the Sanjays, the Adrians, the Quacks, the makers, the directors, the people, Yuhang, the voices of the Chinese market, the Indian market, or from Borneo as well. look into them, see how you can fix them, give them the dana. Even though their stories might be a bit out there, might not be dapat balik juta-juta, but mana tahu dia orang punya cerita boleh run the festival circuits, harumkan nama Malaysia di luar negara, enticing foreign investors back into Malaysia. Mana tahu. So those are the ways to solve it. But the problem is, people are more interested in arguing with each other. It's sexy. It's sexy to be racist. It's sexy to be, to be marah-marah. I'm woke to marah-marah all these things. But if you look into it and if you really not solve it, you can. Look into these people. There are so many names, like you said just now. There are so many people, so many films already. Now, this time, let's invest in them. Macam Ica cakap, workshop it, whatever. Do it, invest, bagi. Give them the time, give them the money, give them the opportunity. And of course, from them, they will get their own friends. Faham tak? Tak kisahlah from which group lah, which race bracket ke, whatever. Tapi together, everybody work together. It's that. Invest in the things that you want to see in the future.
True. And I think macam Finas kan, macam just saying it kan. So macam Finas has I would say a role in the filming community. That's a given thing,
Of
right?
course.
So macam why not macam for instance like if you see Ola Bola, even though the promotion was everywhere, right? But I'm not sure if it's just me, but during Ola Bola punya glory tu, I felt a bit the camaraderie, the environment around me was good. Because when I was in the cinema, macam I tengok macam there's a lot of races around me, and this is not a Hollywood film. So that was a bit rare for me. When I watch macam some Malay films that I had to review films in the past. When I watch Malay films, I just only see Malays. And so macam, do you think that Finas, even though like you said, pulangan tak banyak, tapi Finas should invest ataupun investors should invest because it affects the community?
Oh, I think so, but not everybody works that way lah. You crazy?
That's true.
Hello, it's capitalism. If this thing all work together, kita tak ada lah begini, sis. There's a reason why we're all here. There's a reason why we all succumb to certain rules that it has been set out for us. Now, if you try and if you do want to keluar sikit and apa benda, boleh je. Tapi itulah gamble-nya.
Tapi like macam I mentioned lah, macam Ola Bola, during Ola Bola punya release tu, it felt different because it macam I think the tension among races on social media is always there, kan? Tapi there was a mute for a while, and I felt the same way during Sepet.
Betul.
And I was a lot younger than I was before masa I tengok Ola Bola. Ola Bola tak more mature, ada faham.
Okay, tak payah panggil I tua. Move
I
on.
I was young.
16 tahun, bye. Yeah.
And macam you said that macam movies play a role
Sangat.
in our culture, right? Our pop culture. Macam our pop culture secara tak sedar movies mold behaviour.
Betul.
I think itulah peranannya Finas kerana culture termasuk sekali rakyat, termasuk apa yang rakyat suka, apa benda yang menyatukan rakyat. Kita berbilang kaum. Obviously, kita semua sokong sports. Kita semua bila sukan, tak mengira kaum, kita support Datuk Lim Chong Wei. Tak mengira kaum, kita tengok bola tu tak kisah. Wah, macam tu.
Tapi Lin Chong Wei punya filem tak ni sangat kan? Tak ramai orang tengok sebab promotion pun kurang kan?
Kurang. I think because of the studio mana yang
tu kan bila okey, saya tengok satu filem yang apa tu yang cerita pasal anak dia Cina nak kahwin dengan Mak Saleh tu balik kampung Jenny promotion okey. Semua rakyat tahu dan masa saya pergi panggung ada Melayu, India, Cina, ramai. Dan feeling dia ada sama macam waktu saya tengok Ola Bola. Bila keluar panggung, semua orang macam, kenapa kita ni tak together sangat?
Dia kena create satu, again it's marketing punya. Kena ada a genius person yang,
selalunya cerita yang bagus, marketing dia,
I pergi satu mall, I tengok tiba-tiba ada hot air balloon dekat dalam tu, okay?
For which movie was that?
That one is the
Jenny.
Ada hot air balloon dalam tu. So kita macam curious about it, macam hype tu dah semua orang yang pergi mall tu nak tengoklah apa benda-benda ni. So again, marketing plays a big role dalam mempromosikan satu filem kerana dia letak kat tempat yang memang semua orang suka pergi, mall, benda yang create curiosity kat situ. Lepas tu bila kita pergi dia tidak mengecewakan, you know, because cerita tu mengisahkan tentang family. Lepas tu ada
together,
lepas tu ada satu watak uncle yang cute kat situ, yang kita macam curious apa yang tak banyak expression tapi apa yang dia nak buat sampai ke hujung cerita. Things like that, you know. I tak tahu benda tu bahagian mana Nani. Adakah dia penulisan ataupun
That's penulisan for sure.
marketing?
Strategi juga.
Strategi juga.
So kena ada seorang yang genius untuk fikir. Sebelum dia shoot tu memang dia dah fikir dah A to Z macam mana dia nak buat filem ni.
Ya, itu yang kata kita tak ada producer. Maknanya yang producer tu yang mainkan peranan banyak benda.
Because director banyak sangat nak fikir. Tak boleh
Producer
fikir.
Dia kena pandai baca rakyat ni nak apa.
Dan tahu macam mana dia nak, apa yang dia nak bagi kat rakyat ni supaya diorang boleh tertarik untuk nak datang tengok. Itu je, bukannya
Kalau
hanya
dapat
mengharapkan.
menyatukan itu lebih baik. Macam bola-bola kan, bola sepak semua orang suka. Sampai ke hari ni, sampai dibikin musical. Orang 2 kali bikin. Berapa kali bikin season dia?
Dia buat 2 kali. Dia 2 kali.
Sampai diorang
Sampai tu sold out. Apa add on more show lagi. Sold out juga.
Feel good, right?
Yeah.
It makes you feel happy.
But that's the thing, like whatever story that comes out doesn't have to be feel good pun. It just has to be you have a good story and you berani. You kena berani. Because kalau you nak harapkan what the audience wants selalu, it's never going to turn out the way you want it to. I don't know if you guys remember dulu there was a certain formula. Like this is a formula. Aku dapat director ni, aku dapat pelakon ni, formula. Formula aku confirm. Jangan. Now you don't have anymore.
Yeah.
So you cannot tell the future. You cannot tell what people like. You can do it sejujur-jujurnya. You can write it setahu-tahu anda because that's what I feel, that's what I know. This is what I want to share. You can do that. You can get, if you got big money, also nice. You get the good market people to come put the balloon thing all damn nice. So things like that. You jadi awesome. You jadi best. But sometimes you tak dapat. Sometimes you get a terbaik dari langit. Faham tak? You get group of weirdo pelakon and then you got a director yang fresh yang baru nak buat like super big budget for him. You got a writer that memang tak tidur malam nulis hidup dia. You know, you've got all that and nobody goes to the cinemas and to see. But then after how many years, if you post one picture of any of us, ya Allah, rindunya korang. Manalah nak tengok cerita macam ni. Ya Allah. Ya Allah, Sofia J. Ya Allah, Toyu. Korang terbaiklah, Toyu. Ada kat Netflix tak?
I dah ada anak 2, okay? Orang still baca Sofia J.
So yeah, right?
Dia scene yang mandi hujan tu, oh my god.
Yeah. No.
Tapi kau tak pergi tengok pun masa tu.
banjir besar kakak. Kakak semua waktu tu banjir besar. Kita nak promote pun kita takut. Terbaik dari langit. Hujan, banjir kat Kelantan, banjir kat Pahang.
Real
Time
ke?
tu. Yes.
Was it
2014.
Ayo.
Yelah,
Okay, I remember that.
Terbaik dari langit. Kita padahal tajuk filem tu bikin filem. Astro tukar. Terbaik dari langit.
We had a change of the name because
Sebab tu
cannot sell.
Faham.
So they say cannot sell. So
punca.
okay lah. So okay, fine. So but it's the same. Okay, terbaik one contoh Sepet was the same. Sepet, the only Yasmin Ahmad movie yang buat duit sikit adalah Muksin. Bukan filem yang lain.
Musin itu lah kata. Sebenarnya dia punya formula adalah promotion. Kalau promotion kau semua rakyat Malaysia tahu.
But that one
Tak-
is on course lah,
Ya,
Pak.
itulah.
Itu
Itu kita
semuanya
tengok
ongkos.
kenapa yang Pascal apa semua tu berjaya
Confirm.
sebab diorang pam kau.
Correct. It's true. So yeah, a lot of the indie work that we do, we don't have that lah because bad planning, I don't know what, because you put so much into the making. So and then marketing you tak ada duit dah. So it's things like that. You know, it's
here or there. If you work with a station or a studio, you don't have anything. You don't own anything.
Yep.
You know, they put it on Netflix lah, they put it on YouTube, they put it on where you get nothing. Faham tak? So it's kind of tough. So I guess need to implement laws soon lah, so that this kind of things can stop.
Tapi sekarang kita dah ada satu production Kuman Pictures.
Yeah.
Dia nak bagi royalties pada semua orang yang terlibat dalam satu filem. Tapi masalah untuk yang itu adalah dia bagi semua sama rata. Okey, betul sama rata, tapi tak adil. Dia jadi adilnya mana? Adilnya siapa yang kerja lebih dia akan dapat lebih. Tapi harapnya Kuman lepas ni boleh bagi semua orang adil tu. Jangan bagi sama rata, sebab orang ada kerja yang orang ni kerja dia lagi lebih, orang ni kerja lagi lebih, patut bagi tu. Tapi bagus, benda tu bagus.
Inisiatif tu dah ada.
Ya, it's a good start.
And of course banyak benda yang diorang kena iron out dulu. Faham tak? Ini test run. Okay, next macam mana? Next macam
harap
mana?
diorang akan improve
Faham,
benda tu.
faham.
Sangat-sangat harap diorang tu.
So-
Sebab diorang akan buka mata pada
At
yang
least,
lain.
faham.
Can we buat this some sort of conclusion macam kita ada potential.
For sure.
Potential kita ada macam-macam jenis. Even the younger ones, we have a lot of young directors. I think recently orang panggil the golden generation of directors coming from MMU. We have a lot of those. And so,
MMU especially.
So macam, do you think that right now, if we can hammer out the basics, get the policies done, get the royalties done, do you think that is the start of a true macam progress yang akan steady instead of macam tu?
Satu je saya nak minta everybody, geng-geng muda, geng-geng tak begitu muda, geng-geng whatever, kita kena unite.
Yeah.
You have to unite. Start talking to each other.
Yeah.
Start watching shows like this. Watch show like Lepak Seni. Open up these people punya Instagram. Find out how they work. Why do they talk to the Instagram? Or what is their process? Look for that. Faham tak? If you team up together as young people, they're gonna have such a problem trying to push you people down. Faham tak? Right now it's goyang already. Faham tak? Because it's nak buat macam mana? You guys are getting older. We're just getting, we're here now. Dulu kita sekolah high school. Lepas tu I college. Tapi sekarang I dah kerja. Dan I nak tahu apa pasal selama ni benda ni semua tak settle. Kenapa? And this is your right. This is your right as practitioners. This is your right as rakyat to ask kenapa mereka-mereka yang duduk di tempat-tempat itu, kenapa benda-benda basic ni tak ada. So that is what the young people need to do. Get out of college, find your group, stick to your group, match with another group, match with this group, match with another group, match with that group, match with this group. If you guys can start your own unions, if you guys can start your own perbadanan, if you can start your own associations within you people, reach out to the kakak-kakak ni. Kakak kena. Reach out. Makcik. No, reach out and ask questions and be active and make sure your voice is heard. Like it or not, macam mana kita tak suka pun, benda viral akan make changes. True. Benda viral, the voice of the young is very loud. So this is the time. We're here to support because we tried and we're still trying. We see lah how.
That's a good speech right there.
Wow.
Yeah, speech ni.
Masih. Ya, jangan lupa.
Undi.
Obviously, ada wakil di sini.
Okay, so we are at the penghujung rancangan kita. So, but before that, I would like to ask another question. Okay, so sebagai I would say industry players who are at their prime at the moment. So,
Ingat kita dah tak relevan.
no, at their prime. Prime tu kira.
Okay, love it. I saw that. Okay.
Prime.
Love it. Prime stick.
And at their prime.
Yeah.
So, well, have you guys been seeing macam younger ones, younger filmmakers atau actors yang making a name for themselves? And if ada, macam who are they for you?
Muzammil. Mirul is in Mus punya first feature, Terbaik Sapu.
Terbaik Sapu. I just saw the.
Please watch out for it. Please watch out for it. I've known
Artikel yang The Sun.
Artikel tu. I just saw it.
Bawa dia cerita tak?
Apa?
Pasal Terbaik Sapu.
Banyak tak ingat lah.
Tak cerita lah
Cerita
pasal
apa?
Mus. promote lah. Gila kata tadi marketing tak boleh. Aduh.
Wait.
Aduh.
Apa suruh pelakon buat marketing main hancur lah. Inilah bagian marketing.
Ini dunia sekarang. Aduh. Okey, pasal
Dia 3 tahun lepas Mus dengan tak ada bajet, dia kata, Mirul nak buat tak filem aku nak buat ni tapi tak ada bajet, jom kita buat sama-sama. Lepas tu dia pun dah kumpul kawan-kawan dia UiTM dan diorang nak buat benda tu. Jadi buatlah jalan cerita dia pasal satu mamat Melayu yang give up dengan kononnya dia belajar something pasal jadi seorang penulis, tapi bila habis keluar nak kerja bukan kerja yang dia nak kan. Jadi dia give up. Lepas tu seorang lagi adalah Minah Cina ni yang dia rasa diri dia adalah pendatang di Malaysia ni. Walaupun dia dilahirkan di sini tapi dia rasa macam dia pendatang dan dia nak keluar daripada sini. Itulah kisah dua orang ni yang bertemu.
So bila keluar?
Mus target dalam tahun depan. Sekarang dia siapkan tu untuk nak pergi hantar ke festival.
Nice. Other than this Moose person, like who else do you think Malaysia Tengah?
Tak tahu siapa lagi yang pernah diberi peluang untuk menghasilkan feature.
Maybe short films ke?
I like
would know
Bebra.
because
I like Bebra very much.
dia judge banyak short film.
I do, Alhamdulillah. And that's why saya betul-betul percaya kepada anak muda. Saya tak worried langsung, Alhamdulillah. Bila saya dah masuk dalam terowong gelap ni, macam, ya Allah, mana kita nak pergi dengan cerita-cerita kita. So, judge either BMW shorties ke, all the other stuff. Tengok, these young people, I don't worry. They're good. They're good. Susah-susah, korang overseas, korang famous overseas. Korang kerja sana dulu, do well kat sana, and then balik nak give back, come and give back. Because I really don't worry about the young people. And also they don't have the politics and the things in their brain yet. Faham tak? There's nothing bagi, tak ada benda-benda jaded, bitter. Faham tak? So yeah, it's rasa. Aku dah sampai tahap, aku boleh rasa kelat tu.
Bitter tu boleh rasa.
Bitter. Kelat. Akak cakap.
Like you said, korang tak risau pasal anak-anak muda sekarang?
Risau tak?
Risau.
Sebenarnya
I tak risau. Because I tak ada anak.
Sebenarnya
Tak.
saya risau untuk sekolah rendah lah. Untuk if you say like
Kenapa?
IPT macam mungkin based on your jadi juri untuk karya-karya ini kan, karya-karya seni, filem ni, kalau diorang tu memang banyak karya yang berkualiti dan kita tak perlu worry, okay, it's fine. Harapnya mereka ni datang bukan setakat talent. Maksudnya datang tu daripada pendidikan dari bawah, dari sekolah rendah, sekolah menengah. Kerana pada saya, apa yang ada sekarang di sekolah rendah, sekolah menengah itu sangat kurang apresiasi seni. Itu sangat
Benda tu
dan itu terletak kepada ibu bapa untuk mendidik, nak bawa dia orang pergi tengok teater, bawa dia orang pergi tengok wayang, apa yang dia orang tengok dekat TV, itu terletak pada kita lah, tanggungjawab ibu bapa. Maksudnya kalau di tahap IPT sekarang dah okey, harapnya it's not just talent lah.
Agree. And that's why the talent tu best dah, tapi should
harus ada dari bawah.
Agree.
Itu je lah yang saya harapkan, kerana sangat kurang kalau nak ditengok balik.
For the industry, one of these days.
Us, as a rakyat also.
That's true.
Kesenian budaya kita, bahasa kita kat situ, kesenian kita kat situ. Our thumbprint is there. Mak Yung, main petri, kuda kepang, all these things is part of
kita.
it's part of us. Lion dance, Bharatanatyam, Odyssey, all this is us and it's dying. It's dying. So if those things will die, film will be next because everything is on stream now.
That's
So
true.
after stream mati, what is going to go
diorang
on?
jadi bagus pada tahap IPT ni kerana diorang mencari.
Faham?
Mungkin ada kebaikannya di situ.
okey.
Exposure.
Benda-benda
Kerana
tu,
diorang
tapi
kurang
kita semua tu,
exposure, jadi dia mencari. Jadi
problem kita dekat sini, tengok Korea, Japan, Indonesia, semua diorang kuat adalah bila diorang tahu betul-betul sejarah diorang.
Indo as well.
Ha.
identity.
Problem kita tak tahu sejarah kita macam mana. Sampai kita macam aku nak buat filem macam Hollywood lah, aku nak buat filem macam Korea lah. Tapi diorang semua basic diorang, akar diorang ada daripada culture diorang.
I setuju sangat tau. I am Malay, Chinese, Indian, Arab in me, right? But who am I? What is Malaysia? What is my identity? When I say I want to make Malaysian movies, maksudnya apa?
I think which goes back to macam your body of work, because we work with different people, hasil dia macam lagi vibrant.
Of course. It's preaching to the choir lah. It's the bangsa bubble thing. You duduk into your bubble, you cakap dengan orang yang sama, you marah dengan orang yang sama, you puji orang yang sama, tak jadi apa.
Betul.
You kan keluar. I bangsa bubble all the way, but I found my ways to pop my bubble banyak kali. Forcefully, you know, and ikut suka hati. I do it and I masuk and I belajar. Orang kata salah tak apa, silap tak apa, belajar. Janji awak pergi, you're not being antagonistic, you're being polite, you're being respectful, tanya. InsyaAllah okey. Itu je.
And that's all the time we have for this time.
Okay.
Thank you so much for being here with me
Arigatou
dekat my
gozaimasu.
ruang tamu ini.
Terima kasih.
And
Terima kasih juga.
hope maybe kita akan jumpa lagi in the same space or another space. Alright, so if you like what kita nak borak ni, you might like all other episodes as well. But first of all, thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next episode. Thank you, everyone. Bye bye.